Okay, I apologize for the technical errors, but I want to start the lesson today by asking you, what is your favorite advertisement on TV, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or radio? Does something come to mind, a certain product or a service, something that you like? Um, and then I want to ask you, why do you remember this advertisement? What about this specific advertisement um, grabbed your attention and helped you to remember it? So this is what we're going to look at this afternoon. And this is something that is called the AIDA principles of advertising. Now you may ask, what is the AIDA principle of advertising? Now the first A stands for attention. The I stands for interest. The D stands for desire. And the last A stands for action. Now you might wonder what this is used for. Now these principles or steps are used by advertisers when they create an advertising campaign, when there's a new product on the market and the company who produces the product, they want to advertise it to the people so that people are aware of it. So the advertisers sit together and they create an advertisement, and they keep these principles in mind. Because these are things that subconsciously attract the consumer. That's you and me, you and I, that attracts the consumer's attention. So what is the AIDA principles? It's these 4 steps that advertisers use to persuade people to buy products. Right. Okay, let's go on. Now we're going to take a closer look at each of these steps. The first one is attention. Now we have to ask ourselves, what does the advertiser do, or what does the advert do to grab your attention immediately? So you can think, if you're scrolling on your phone on TikTok, or you're on Facebook, or you're on YouTube, or even if you're paging through a magazine, what grabs your attention? What makes you stop and take a second look? Now it can be different things. Sometimes it includes all of these things, and sometimes it might only include one thing. So the question to how is, the advertisers may use bright colors, right, to grab the reader's attention. Colors usually grab our attention. Then some words might be printed in big and bold letters. That can also be attention grabbing. And then something else, that the advertiser, if it's a print advertisement, they can use different fonts, different styles of letters that they use. Sometimes bigger letters, sometimes smaller letters, and as we've already said, sometimes the letters are in bold, printed a little bit darker. Now the next one is pictures, images. Right, so sometimes they most often you find advertisements have certain images or pictures, because some of us are more visual and we first see the picture before we see the words. So they use pictures or images. And then they can also use something that we call slogans, a catchy slogan. Now, Skittles, those of you who know Skittles, it's a candy, a sweet. They are little round balls and they are different colors. So now Skittles slogan is taste the rainbow, because they have all the different colors of the rainbow. So now they have the catchy slogan, taste the rainbow. So that can be a catchy slogan. Other times, the advertiser might ask questions, because as soon as a question is asked, you as the consumer or the person watching TikTok or scrolling on TikTok or reading a magazine or going onto social media, if you read that question, you immediately start thinking of a possible response. So if you do that, then they have grabbed your attention. So quickly take a look at that. Bright colors, words printed in big and bold letters, different types of fonts, pictures, catchy slogans, questions. So those are different ways in which the advertiser grabs attention. Okay, now I've got an advertisement here. I hope that you can see it. This is a product. It's little cheese cubes, right? There's a picture and a bowl with the little cheese cubes. So this is a new product. Okay, now if you look at this advertisement, what grabs your attention first? So what do you see first? What do you look at first? That grabs your attention first. So for some of us, it might be the image. What images do we see here? We see a lunchbox. We see a picture of a tasty, healthy sandwich. We see this packet of Cubitos. We see there's an apple, and we see here a small bowl with Cubitos poured into it. And then here at the bottom, we also have a picture of 3 different packets of Cubitos. So those are the different images that are used, and that might attract your attention first. For some other people, it might have been the different colors. This advertisement is very colorful and it uses bright colors, and that could have attracted your attention. For other people, you might have looked for words. You are more verbally inclined, so you might have looked for words. So the first word that grabs my attention is this name, Cubitos, here at the top. Right? That's not a slogan or anything or really a headline, but it's the name, it's a word. And then also we have something here in the corner, Qubit, Snack It, Love It. So those were the words that attracted my attention. But other people might look for a catchy slogan. Now, the words, the catchy slogan can be for this specific product, Cubitos. It can be Qubit, Snack It, Love It. Or for Clover, the brand, it can be way better. Apologies. Okay, so so that is what grabs attention. Now we move to the I in the AIDA principles, interest. Now we have to look at I apologize. The advert must make you want to keep reading, or it has to force you to keep watching. So now remember, it grabbed your attention, but that doesn't mean you're reading or you're looking closely at it. You just stopped to look at it. Now, the advertiser has to do something to create interest so that you will want to watch it more closely, or you would want to read what is in the advertisement. So now the question again is, how does the advertiser do this? They can give you interesting facts, right? They can tell you how old the product is. They can tell you about all the wonderful ingredients in the product. They can give you statistics, for example, how many people use it, the research that has been done on it. They can also use humor to create interest. Now, there's just an example. The line used that shampoo, and that's why it had this smooth hair after using the shampoo. Or it can again ask a question, because if they ask a question, you might be thinking and it might create an interest. So that is interest. Okay, let's move on. Then there's catchy captions. We saw in the previous one about the Qubit, the Snack It, Love It. Now, in this advertisement, it's just an example to show you how interest is created. Remember, the picture drew your attention. The different font styles and the different letter types, that drew in your attention, that grabbed your attention. But now interest is created by giving information and using statistics. They give us statistics that these fries, these chips, have less fat, fewer calories, it's bigger in taste. And then it gives you more information about it, that it's crispy outside and hot and fluffy on the inside. There's even more information here at the bottom. So that's one way in which the advertiser can create interest, by giving you more information. Good. Another one that's very important is desire. Okay, desire, the advert makes you want the product. Good. Advertisers appeal to beauty, popularity, success, health, comfort, and safety. Those are a few things that advertisers appeal to. Now, all of us want to be safe, want those things. All of us want to be beautiful. All of us want to be popular. We want to be healthy. We want to be successful. So those are desires that we have. And an advertiser can create that desire by using that in one of the advertisements. And here is an example. In this advertisement, the desire that the advertiser appealed to is the idea of being protective. You want to protect your family from germs, right? You want to keep your family safe from germs. You want to keep your family healthy, right? You want to ensure that your family is clean, cleanliness. So those are desires that this advertiser tapped into and created an appeal with the advertiser. Okay, now we have 1A left, and that is action. Now, how does the advertiser spur us into action? The advert tells you what to do next. He wants you to take a next step. You shouldn't just read it. You should do something else. You shouldn't just watch the advertisement. You should do something else. Examples are, they include words like buy now. They can include things like visit our website, because there they might give you a special offer. They can tell you it's limited stock. If you don't buy now, you're going to miss out because there won't be any more. Then phone now. So there you get the idea that they want you to do something after you've seen the advertisement. Then they can sometimes tempt you by telling you that there's a huge discount, 50% off only today, for today only. Okay, and there's an example that I just wanted to show you. Here is a competition, so you can win something. But now they say enter now. So they want you to spur you into action. Okay, so just remember, attention, interest, desire, action. Those are the AIDA principles of advertising. And it helps advertisers to persuade the consumers, and the consumers are you and me, and it persuades us to go out and buy the product. And on that note, I want to say thank you for joining me this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your session. Of your session.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I'm going to share my